Welcome back to Top Trends Online. Today, we're discussing a highly debated topic that's been making headlines in the political world: the possibility of former President Donald Trump running for office again. While many have speculated about his political future, a recent article from The Conversation sheds new light on the issue. In this video, we'll delve deeper into the legal implications of Trump's potential candidacy and explore the potential consequences of his legal troubles on his political future. Even if Trump were to be indicted and imprisoned, it wouldn't necessarily prevent him from running for office again. Despite the popular belief that convicted felons cannot hold public office, there are no clear laws or provisions in the Constitution that prohibit it. The Constitution only sets out a few eligibility requirements for the presidency, such as being a natural-born citizen, at least 35 years old, and having been a resident of the U.S. for at least 14 years. This means that even if Trump were to face legal consequences for his actions during his time in office, he could still potentially campaign and even serve as president from prison. This raises a host of ethical and practical questions about the state of our democracy and the integrity of our political system. The potential consequences of Trump's legal troubles on his political future: even if he were to be convicted, it's possible that he could receive a presidential pardon from his successor, as several presidents have done in the past. In fact, Trump himself has already pardoned several convicted felons during his presidency, including his former national security advisor Michael Flynn and political ally Roger Stone. If Trump were to be pardoned, he could still run for office again without any legal barriers. This would be an unprecedented situation in American history, as no previous president has ever run for re-election after being impeached and potentially facing criminal charges. Moreover, even if Trump were not pardoned, he could still run for office from prison. While this may seem unlikely, there is no legal precedent preventing it. As long as he meets the eligibility requirements for the presidency, he could technically launch a campaign from behind bars. This raises important questions about the fairness and integrity of the political system. Should a convicted criminal be allowed to hold the highest office in the land? Does the current legal framework for presidential eligibility need to be updated to reflect modern realities? Regardless of the legalities, there is no doubt that Trump's potential candidacy in 2024 would be a polarizing and controversial issue. His supporters would undoubtedly rally around him, while his detractors would view it as a clear sign of the degradation of American democracy. It's worth noting that even if Trump were to run for office again, he would face a number of significant obstacles. His controversial and divisive style of politics has alienated many voters, particularly in more moderate or liberal areas. Additionally, his approval ratings have consistently been lower than those of any other president in modern history. Furthermore, Trump's legal troubles could continue to dog him even if he were to run for office again. The ongoing investigation into his business dealings and finances in New York City, as well as the investigations into his conduct during the January 6th insurrection at the Capitol, could result in further legal consequences. In conclusion, the possibility of Donald Trump running for office again, even if he's indicted and thrown in jail, is a complex and controversial issue that raises a host of ethical and practical questions. While it remains to be seen whether Trump will actually run for office again, it's clear that his potential candidacy would be a major flashpoint in American politics. We encourage our viewers to stay informed and engaged in the political process and to share their thoughts on this issue in the comments below.